Hello crafty friends, it's Donna here from Donna is Playing Paper, and I have a set of 3 monochrome cards for you today. These cards are great for using up your scraps or extra strips that you may have of papers. And they're really good for those B-sides of papers, which are often a single colour or some kind of tonal paper. I'm going to use a couple of these beautiful blue papers from the Winter Backgrounds paper pack, and also some pink paper, which is a leftover from many cards I've made from this Farm Girl paper pack. The stamp sets I'm using today are Sarah's Bouquet and Orchid Bloom. I'm not going to stamp the whole image, rather just a corner of it. I've cut some cardstock squares. These are about 7 centimeters square, which is roughly 2 3/4 inches, and then I'm stamping the image or the part of the image across from one corner. I've done this a couple of different ways. You can either use a coloured ink that matches in with the tones of your paper, or if you have it, it's a great opportunity to use those coloured embossing powders as well. Don't ever worry about ink staining your stamps. I know they don't look as good, but the ink really doesn't lift onto your stamp pads, as you can see here. And if it makes you feel any better about the staining, it's a sure sign that you've got a genuine photopolymer stamp, and that means you've got a good quality stamp that's going to give you a great image. Fun fact, the cheaper stamps don't stain in the same way. I'm using Australian-sized card bases for these cards, and I've cut some strips of the feature papers. You can play around with the width. These strips here are 4 centimeters, which is about 1 1/4 inches wide, and then I've cut my background paper to be 1/2 inch wider again. Really, it's up to you and the design on your paper and how much of it you want to feature. I've used the same background paper to cut a little background for my square panel so that the whole card will coordinate. When it comes to gluing this panel down, the left-hand side, where those 2 strips of paper are, is higher than the right-hand side, and so I have to compensate by adding some extra paper. I've chosen a couple of different sentiments today. This Happy Birthday sentiment uses the birthday from the Modern Poppies stamp set and a happy from the So Extra sentiments. I'm roughly constructing the card inside my MISTI so that I know where I want to stamp. But nothing is glued down yet, or it will be too thick for the door to close properly. The other sentiment is called Chunky Hello, and the one I'm using is a 3-layer die. This die is still available at the time of recording this at Paper Rose Studio, but if you're overseas, you can get the same font as a 2-layer set, and I've left links to both of those two in the information box below. This kind of card is a great option for when you need a card in a hurry and you don't have the mental space to make a lot of different decisions about colour and design. As well as these cards, I've also made a set of these in greys to be used as sympathy cards. It's a really versatile sketch, and I hope you get a chance to use it. Until next time, I look forward to joining you soon. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.